Hello and welcome back to the Eternian Stories channel, where today we are at the table that I actually just cleaned off about 3 seconds before this. I wanted to have enough space to show you guys my March bullet journal setup, which is coming very late in the year, but I think it'll still be helpful for people looking for spreads to use in their bullet journal. And I have started using tabs in here as well to show where each one is at. So for March, I have my wrap up that I always have on this side, which is just wrapping up the month, how it went, what I liked, what I didn't, what's changing, stuff like that. Just kind of like a little monthly diary entry to myself of what's going on. And then over here we have the start of the March spreads, and this is actually the most effort I put into this because I also wanted to show that you don't always have to make it look really pretty or make everything look aesthetic in your bullet journal and stuff. So I worked really hard on this. I probably spent like an hour and a half on it, and that was the most time I spent on a single spread in here because I liked the little leaves that I always every year, because I've been doing this since 2019, so this would be the fourth March I've done. Every year in March, I do leaves, plants, green things, stuff like that. So that's what I did for this front cover here. I think it's really pretty. I like it a lot. And then we go to the next page where I kind of used the spreads and I kind of didn't because I ended up quitting my job eventually. So I didn't need this down here, but I did write down a couple of things. And then this is where I write when I'm going to school, when I get paid, when I have a video coming out, when spring break was apparently, and stuff like that. That's as much as I kept up with this spread, is writing down those things. And then the next one is my schoolwork tracker, which my mental health really took a dive these last 2 months, because I'll just tell you right now, it is currently the middle of April when I'm filming this video. My mental health just took a dive straight into the deep end, so didn't really use this spread at all, but I do still like the idea of it, because if we go back here, when did I use it? I don't think I had one in that one. I think it was in February. Okay, so here we go. This is what it should look like. Writing down all the things that I'm doing, the date for it, or the date that it's due, if it was done, what class it's for, and then what the assignments are, and then maybe some of the little things under it that I need to make sure I'm doing. And then I wrote the rest in pencil on that one because I'd given up on that up there looking nice. So that's what it's supposed to look like. This is just a blank one. Not really much else to sell there. I could probably, I put in a couple little branches here. Didn't put any there. And then the next 2 pages are the most functional of my bullet journal. I love these pages. These are the ones that I put the most effort into, even though it doesn't really look like it because there's no decorations or anything. But this is where my actions and goals go, and I put a little, I don't know, branch, something like that there. So this is where I put all of that stuff. It looks confusing, but to me it makes sense to see all the boxes and what's going on. So these are my monthly tasks, the 12 things I wanted to get done in that month. I got half of them done, which for me is not bad. My weekly tasks, lacking a little bit, could work a little harder on that. And then these are my daily tasks. And this is where it gets different than it does up here, because these are things I want to do every day. So they get a box around them if I have done them. A couple of things I did do pretty good on, other things not really, but that's how I kind of break down this page. If you guys want to see a video on that, definitely let me know, because I can kind of go into a little bit more detail and make a more detailed one in a different journal, just to kind of explain what goes on in this here, because the monthly wrap up goes with that too. So at the end of the month, I look at all of this and then I write about what's going well, what's not. I mean, any other like thoughts I have, I do kind of put on the page, but overall it's just kind of how this went and what I want to change and what I want to keep, what I don't, stuff like that. And then on this side we have my YouTube uploading tracker, and that's just a place for me to put down what the video is, if I filmed, edited it, if I made a thumbnail for it, and if I uploaded it. In this one, I didn't put dates, but that's just because I kind of wanted to just upload whenever, because like I said, my mental health was down the drain. So, yeah, that's that. And then down here, I have a place to write down if I have video ideas. I'll put them down here. I have a couple there apparently. And then here we have, I like this spread. This one, it doesn't look that great. In the April video, I'll show you a better one of these, because this year it's taken until April for me to really get into my writing a little bit deeper, and spend more time on it. So this month of March, I did 1,500 there. I think that says 3,700 there, and then 290, and then 57. The dotted line is where I want to be every day. I want to write 1,000 words. Not that that's going to happen, but I do want to try to do that. And then I messed up my word counts. Not that it matters, but I do them in increments of 200 usually. I did them in increments of 100 on accident. Like I said, not that it matters because I didn't do anything. And then over here we have a spread that I try to keep up with as much as I can. This is self-care bingo. I don't know what I would constitute a bingo unless I like see it. I'm like, oh yeah, that counts as bingo. You know, like I don't know if it's straight down, straight across, diagonal, because the diagonals are kind of weird. They're not actual like all the way down. So I'd have to kind of figure that out for myself. But it's more of the idea of looking at this grid of 35 different things I can do, to take better care of myself, and I don't know, be more in tune with myself. Like one of them is give myself a compliment, talk to a friend, go outside, try something new, sleep in, practice gratitude, take a nap, stand in the sun, get a new plant, have a cup of tea, drink a glass of water, read some manga, you know, stuff like that. So I do really love this spread a lot. Coming up with things to put on it is really hard because for me, it's really hard to take time for myself. I don't know. To me, it feels like kind of selfish to take time for myself and, you know, not be busy doing something. So that's really hard, which is another reason I put it in here. I think it's in every month. Let's see. No, I had a mood tracker in January, I think. Let's see, it's the simplest spread I've ever done. Loved it. Oh, no, I do have it. It's just smaller. And then I did have one in February. I know that. There it is. Yep. Okay, cool. So I do keep this every month. I love looking at it. I love coming to it and being like, oh, okay, let me just, you know, do this thing or do that thing. And they do have more than one check mark on them because I don't want to confine myself to only using a square once. Because what if I want to take a shower more than, like a long, hot, steamy, relaxing shower? What if I want to do that more than once? Well, it sounds like I'm going to check mark it more than once. Or if I sleep in a couple times, or, you know, I want to listen to some music or whatever, or play with my cats. I don't want to use a box just one time and be like, oh, well, I can't do that now because I've already done it, you know? If I want to do it, I'm doing it. And then over here we have a prime example of using your spreads, but not using them. So I made this, and then I didn't end up using it because I didn't really do anything that week. My mental health was very terrible. I kind of spent a lot of time in bed not doing anything. So that's what that looks like. So you don't always have to, make a spread, use a spread, this and that, because this is the second week of March right here. And then the next one is the week after that, and I did use it more. I wrote down my weekly goals, my moving upstairs thing, because for the longest time, I didn't know what to do with this extra box. I didn't know what to put in here, so I put that because we were on our, working on moving to the upstairs of our house because we lived in the basement in the little studio there. But for personal reasons, we've had to move upstairs, and I wanted to make sure that was all sorted out. So I used this spread a lot more, and I wrote down all the things I wanted to do each day. I didn't really decorate the pages that much, and I actually messed up right there, but that's fine. What happened there? Oh, it's not supposed to go that high. That's what happened. So that's what it looks like to like use a spread, but you don't have to decorate it like I did. And I just put green and brown in there because those are my colors, and then I just wrote what I was working on. And then this is actually the end of March because I didn't end up using it the last 2 weeks of March because I just didn't want to. So I was like, why would I waste the paper when I'm not even using it? So this is a smaller, more condensed end of month thing, because see, like, it's all spread out and there's like little paragraphs and stuff usually. This one's just condensed into one thing of what happened that month. And that's really it. I'm gonna put some stickers down here. I make notes to myself a lot. This one says sticker space because I am gonna put stickers down here, doodle maybe, something like that. But yeah, those are the spreads I did for March, and just I wanted to share it even though it's not a completely finished, super cohesive, you know, monthly setup, because I wanted to show that you don't have to do that. It's not important. You know, what's important is doing what's going to help you in your journal. Who cares if it looks nice? Who cares if, you know, you're doing every week or you're not, or you're doing every day or you're not? It really doesn't even matter. What matters is that you enjoy it, that you're getting what you need out of it, and stuff like that. So I hope this helped a little bit. And I will see you guys in the next video. Let me know down in the comments what kind of themes you think would be nice for whatever month. Alright, bye.